Before I do anything with the winch, before I pull it out, it's in there nice and tight. Notice I don't use a hook. Everyone asks me why I don't use a hook. It's quite easy. A hook is not a safe, rounded object and is not necessarily rated. So I tend to use a bow shackle. And a bow shackle means I can hook onto anything that I want to. So all the things that you've used today, I can hook onto. First thing I'm going to do before I do anything else is make sure my winch is working. So I'm going to parallel. Quite easy. So many people you'll see with wires wrapped around the front of their ball bar, you see them all the time, is because they've never checked them. And if you don't check them once a month, the winch is a waste of time. You need to check them once a month. If it doesn't wind in and wind out, it means sometimes it's not working, or it could be a connection, it could be lots of things. So that's the safest thing to do. So I know it works. Once I've loosened that up, it's quite easy. All I've now to do is free spool it. Behind here is a nice knob. When I do that, I can now pull it out. So it's quite easy. With this, with my notice it's loose enough, I can now hook it onto itself if I need to, and that's if I'm going around something. I should be using a tree trunk protector naturally, but I can actually get a tree trunk protector on there quite easy. And I've only got one connection. Makes life a lot easier. If it's on the bottom of your car and you've got an eye, I can put that onto the eye of the car. I don't have to worry about putting my pin through there, although that's my preference, because I can still put that through the middle there and do it that way if I need to. So it's not hard to do, it's quite easy to work with using this. The hook is big and heavy and not necessarily the best thing you can have. So I like to keep that nice and light. So I should have brought the hook with me and seen how heavy it was. And it's an open end. You can pull out quite easy or drop off. No problem with the hook. So this is quite easy. Now it's free spooling, no matter what I do, it's just going to free spool. It will pull a little bit because there's a cups in there. And away we go. So I can pull this out to the whole length. If I was going to have to do a double pull, which halves the load, and that means I'm hooking this onto that hook there, the red one, I can be putting on there and I can pull that out together. And then hook that onto the other vehicle or onto a tree trunk protector. And that has the power needed to pull the car. It also halves the speed of the winch. Okay? So if I'm stuck and I'm weighing 3 to 4 ton to be pulled, I'm still going to be 3 or 4 ton on this point, but this is only going to take half that load on each side. So it's quite a good way of doing it. So you half the speed, but you half the juice requirements out of the battery.
And would you use the bow shackle at that point where you're halving it?
Well, I'm halving it straight back to there.
Oh, okay, yeah. So what, you'd wrap that around something?
I put that through a snatch block and put it onto a tree trunk protector or onto another vehicle using that snatch block and a bow shackle.
Okay.
As simple as that. This is all nice and easy, which is really, really good. The thing is, when you're using that motor, you're using up a lot of power to start batteries. So you should have your engine running. On some vehicles and on some of the cheaper vehicles around, and things like Toyotas and Hiluxes, well, Hilux don't have them anymore, there's an idle up button. You know the old idle up button to make the engine rev a bit more? They're the best thing you can use. With this car, it will also, if you start to use juice, will actually bring the revs up a little bit too. It notices that it's actually drawing more than it's using. Which is quite handy. There's a use cycle as well, so there's actually a draw cycle. So you want to run this for about 30 seconds under load and about 20 seconds off. Doesn't sound like very much. 30 seconds is actually quite a long time when you count it, but you're not going to move very far. 30 seconds on, 20 seconds off. That duty cycle that you're using is to ensure that the battery gets charged back up again. The battery's going to get very, very hot, and if you do it too much, you'll buckle the plates in the battery. Because you're taking out so much power that it will just literally buckle the plates. It's just sucking too much. So be very, very careful about the batteries. They are really important because you can't start the car. You can't bump start these things, you've got to use the battery to actually start the car. So it's very, very important. Once you've got to where you're going to go, and if you're going to do a single line pull, which is straight out, or a double line pull, which is 2 3, or with another one, you can actually do a triple line pull. Okay, so that's to the tree, that's to the same tree, and that will then reduce the speed that it pulls at even more, but takes the load off. So you can use as many pulleys as you want, eventually it gets to a stage where you get to 4 pullers, but the resistance around the pullers is so much that you're actually causing more strain on the motor than you really want. So it's quite important to be able to use these motors. After you've done that part, it's quite easy to lock this back in. It's on the brake now, and then you can use the power, drop your power back in. It only takes a couple of minutes and it goes off, so it doesn't wear the battery out. And then we can wind back in. Thank you. Nailed it.
Yeah, alright.
Can we leave any water in the back doors? Should have done.
Disappointed?
Yes.
Really expected.